Alright, let me do our usual checks of making sure everyone can hear me at the start, because I am a bit low there. Audio is fine, mic's fine. Right, welcome to the stream, everyone. We finally beat Sprong last night, so what you're gonna get here essentially is just me exploring the areas around. I say areas, although to be honest, I've pretty much explored everything that we can over here, right? Except for this area, apparently, because there's something down here. One of our viewers was kind enough to let me know. So we are gonna go over there before we continue the Act 2 story. Come on, let's rush down. You know, usually when my viewers direct me to places like this, it's either something very good or something extremely disturbing in Expedition 33. I am curious as to what this will be this time. I don't quite know why I remember exploring here, but then like feeling that we were going back to the starting area and then just coming back out, because there was a Burgen here as well, and then after just defeating it I just turned around and headed back. Yeah, I did not go, like, this is the starting area. Like, the closer we got here, it was like, okay, yeah, this is going back to the start, and there wasn't really any need. But apparently there's more beyond here, and looking very skeletal, bloody remains. What exactly? That almost looks like a spine. Very macabre depiction here. It almost reminds me of Elden Ring, with all the giants, with all the skeletal remains of the giants. Okay, here's a place we can go. Oh. Okay, so it's a dangerous place. We already see a red portal right there. That'll be interesting. A red portal for luck. Right, let's get off this way. I don't think this is hiding anything, right? Where am I exactly? No name just yet. I guess I gotta enter first for it to register. The Dark Shores. Danger. Okay, I'll be honest, I kind of want to just proceed with the story for a bit, so if you're gonna have to face a very difficult challenge, or a time-consuming challenge, I might just back out and continue for a bit before we come back and tackle this. This is actually the beach we landed on, right? Okay, that makes more sense now. Although, it is odd that it is the Expedition 41 flag over here. Right, let me take a sip of my tea. And I already see something there in the distance. Way over there. Oh, well, not too far, actually. It's the hands from the beginning of the game. And they're guarding something. That looks like a Lumina point. This one is probably Chroma, and there might be something behind it, though. Way over in the distance. Yeah, there is. Yeah, can I actually face these things? I'm not entirely certain I can. Like, they are normal enemies, right? They shouldn't be as long a fight as the others. Just gonna walk over here so that we avoid attracting any attention just yet. Although I might just want to go and hit something.
An advantage.
An advantage, yes, indeed. Can't say no to more Lumina points. Okay, yeah, they just heard me, right? Like, I heard them moving just from running around here.
Good stuff.
Okay, so we're getting plenty of Lumina points here, like 4 points right off the bat. There's something over there too. You know what? Let me get my glasses because I'm not seeing anything from this distance. There we go. Now, I have actually set the noise cancellation on my fan. I mean, on my mic slightly lower than usual. So let me know if you guys are picking up any weird noises in the background. I will remove it. There is something there, right? Yeah, there is. And it looks like a blue. Do I want to face these things off? Like, these guys actually look a bit stronger too. Might want to start off with the weaker ones. Oh, they moved. I heard a little tick. Oh, okay. Fine. Oh, never mind. I actually missed that completely. Interesting music.
Oh well.
Ow. Oh, okay, so we're strong enough to actually face these guys. Or not? Well, okay. Bound. Bound is status effect that prevents the characters from dodging. Oh, interesting. I'd never seen this status effect before. I have very low HP here. Do I want to use... Yeah, might as well, right?
I'll manage.
Wait, I used the wrong tint. Never mind. I guess we can use something like... Steel Strike now.
Incoming.
Tones of Dark Spear. Wait, what? Okay. Wait, what was that? Oh. Oh my god, what is... Okay.
Oh well.
Yeah, never mind. We actually can't face them. And whatever that move was, I couldn't move there. Okay, let's send in the reserve just to learn the parry timings for a bit. If they attack us, or if they attack us with anything new here. A strange combo. Ow. Whoa. Okay, so I definitely have my work cut out here. Not... Okay. Yeah. Not exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting a boss of some sorts. I'm slightly happy that it's a normal mob, but the mob is doing something weird. Well, yeah, it's something like that. I have no idea what's happening here. Like, on that second move, I'm not sure if you were there for... yes, they do have hands. They are very handy, as you would say, Mufaz. I am actually not quite sure what's happening here, to be honest. Like, one of their moves seems to be canceling my parry and dodge, and I have no idea how to quite counter that. Like, Mayal gets a few turns before this, so we're gonna... But she is instantless, so that won't actually work. Yeah, I am completely confused as to how we're gonna do this. Start off with powerful, I guess. And then just attack. Going to offensive switch.
A storm is coming.
Wildfire.
Watch out, Mayal.
Ready to go.
We're doing decent damage, all things considered.
Ready fate.
But this move that comes after, I wonder if I spam does, I can just get out of the way. No, I can't. My character moves, but it's still hitting. No, okay, now I'm completely confused. I have... And I'm missing the timing for the parry on that one. The first one is a bit okay, but the second one is throwing me off. But if we're gonna die to each hit, that's just gonna be weird. Like, for some reason, none of my defensives are working on this thing. Like, parry and dodge are not working, so I'm not exactly sure how we can deal with them.
Your fate.
Like, if you could deal with the spear somehow, I think we can survive for a bit, and if we learn the timings for this, which is easier said than done. Now, let's try once more. Like, neither dodge or parrying is working. Maybe I just need to time it even later. And let's put our focus on one enemy at the start.
Let's cut through the flames. Chroma is flowing.
We used fire last time, so I'm going to use ice since I'm not sure what this guy's weakness is.
Ice.
And slowing it down will help us a bit.
Now.
Danger.
Oh. Now all these attacks are actually one-shotting me. Not very good. And we're gonna die here because there's only 2 people in the party here. Wait! Nope, that was too soon.
I'll do it.
Wow, okay. This is very confusing. Whatever that move is doing, it is not within my ability to parry or dodge it.
Here's your card.
Here's your card. And I'm not getting the timing for that one. Let's try once more and see what happens. Like, I wanna, so if we can survive for a bit longer, I can probably use the revive tints, right, to keep up the fight. If we can get down at least one of them, and Lune's AP is stocked, we can endlessly revive that party member, even if they die from that spear move, whatever is happening there. I might just need to grind a bit to give the others the cheater abilities and everything, because it's not quite working out as we were intending.
A storm is coming.
Ice didn't work either. Lightning and fire are kind of locked, so we need a few more turns before I can actually test them. The lightning's not working because Luna's weapon is lightning.
Cover. I'll do it.
Okay, this move. Oh,
Just try it.
That... What? Okay, the last move actually got me there. We got the first two down, but the spear move is still throwing me off, and I feel like I got the timing for that correct. It's just not working for some reason. I've never seen that effect on another enemy, so I wonder what's going on here.
Here's your card.
I'm still moving too soon. Okay, you know what? What I'm gonna do is, because these are normal enemies, we are probably meant to come... Well, we are meant to come back much later. There's something I'm missing with these fights, but I'm gonna try and see if we can find a way to beat them by looking at my abilities. But before we do that, I'm actually gonna run and take everything on the beach. Oop, if I can. I'll draw them away, because I don't think they're fast enough to keep up with us, right? Square.
Oh, lovely.
Square. And they stop following us. Okay, that's fine. We will just take everything in the vicinity and hope it works out. Can I actually sneak past these guys? Like, I get the feeling whatever these three are guarding are probably just Chroma.
Interesting.
Yes, it is indeed Chroma. Can't go beyond that invisible wall. If it's Chroma, I'm actually just gonna avoid it. No need to go out of our way to try and kill them. This, however, I am not sure. It has a blue tint, which means it's very likely a Picto. Can I just run in there and come back out? Let's see. Spam square.
Nice.
Oh no, I got caught. Should have jumped a bit earlier there. Oh wait, these are actually the same enemies. I thought these guys looked a bit stronger.
I won't waste this.
Mm-hmm.
Time to strike.
Oh, I completely missed that. Yeah, I have no idea how to counter that one. Like, at this point, I've tried parry, jump, and dodge. Still too early on the last hit. Now, I'll practice with Seal just for the sake of it. Very delayed. Very delayed. I don't think we can run through there without getting caught, but it might be possible to get this one and just jump on out if I'm fast enough.
Perfect.
Yep, okay. And hopefully they will stop chasing me after a bit. Oh, there's something here as well. Let's take a look. Another Lumina point. Indeed. So let's take a look at what we just got. Oh, okay. CL is actually lower level. I didn't even realize that. I will take Lune out for a bit and try to have CL catch up to us. I suppose it's because we've been pretty much just leveling the other characters with Sprong and whatnot. So even if you got half the EXP from Sprong, because CL's not quite caught up there, she makes up for it by having the weapon, but still. I will swap over all of Lune's stuff for now. Let's see here. Accelerating heal, just because we need to learn it. Ideally, we want like speed stuff on Steel, because she also is completely spec'd into speed. And what we got just now was this, in medias res, plus 3 shields on battle start, but max health is up. Oh, interesting, interesting. Wait, this might allow us to deal with the enemies here. Not quite sure how many Lumina points it costs. But assuming you actually give a lot of defense too. Assuming that we can learn this for all 4 characters, we can go into the fight with 3 shields, and as long as I can parry the beams, we might be able to survive the spears long enough to kill at least one of them, which might be the way to go for now. So augmented aim, augmented counter is a must. Going down, teamwork. Versatile, not so much useful right now. This might also be helpful, although they're kind of killing us in one shot. Energizing start 2. Like, if you can use the stronger attacks at the start, we can probably front load a lot of damage. Dodger, death bombs, but I'm not gonna use shots here. Augmented first strike, once per battle. Okay, sure. Building up for whatever nonsense that's going on here right now. Perilous Parry, of course. Dead energy. Not quite sure what else to spec into at the moment. Critical moment is nice, but like I said, we are dying on the first hit, so it's not going to work. So what we're going to do is energizing jump, marking shots for now. And I am going to temporarily get out of here and fight a bunch of mobs so that we can learn. Oh, SK is actually right outside the door, so that we can learn the pictures we picked up, and then I'm gonna spec into speed or defense.
Let us get wet.
Like one character all defense, the others all on speed, and hope we can actually defeat at least one of these guys. that way, even if someone dies, we can probably revive Tint, or if Luna is in the party, just revive outright. So time for a little training montage.
Here we go.
Still, can I get the B rank over here? Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, Verso just at 400 speed really showing. And we can remove Roulette from him now. Which is also a defense one now that I think about it. We can put more speed into this fellow. Speed. First offensive is the next fastest, okay. 1200 speed, all good. So that was a surprisingly nice bouquet shot, right? Let's find another enemy to beat up so that we can learn our Pictos. You never quite understand the range of that thing. Oh wow, okay, I'm just killing them with shots. Yeah, no need to even do anything, just kill them with shots. Oh, okay. Energize and revive, exhausting power. A lot of stuff has been learned, especially all the stuff on CL. So we can spec her into speed as well. We still not learned in medias res, which is the one thing that we want on everyone, including Cheater. But how much, for example, does Cheater actually cost? Accelerating heal Cheater is 40 points. Okay. I don't think I have enough Lumina for that at all. Like, if I reset it... No, I do have enough Lumina. I guess the question is, can I have both Cheater and In Medias Res active? Like, they're both kind of near the same level, so I'm not quite sure whether we can. Honestly, we don't really quite need anything else at the moment. Right? Other than energizing start. Maybe. Teamwork, of course. Solidifying, not solidifying, maybe. I'm gonna give Maya all the defense stuff so that she survives quite a bit. So having her and solidifying might be a good choice. Burning shots. We're not doing a lot of shots here. We're building specifically for that enemy, so Powerful Revive might be useful because they're gonna die now and then. First offensive, rather than first offensive, you want augmented first strike. Go. Yeah, okay, that should be good enough for Mile. Let's change out these two for whatever defense equipment we have. Cheater, Confident. Confident should really be on. Wait, what? Okay, this is speed, not defense. Solidify. Go, 116. and 96 defense. I'm like, okay, that is considerably better defense than anyone else. Everyone else is in the hundreds, and Miles like 1,575. Kind of hilarious. If this doesn't work, I might actually consider going more defense on the other characters too. And since he already is using Solidifying, that will actually give me a few more Lumina points, which we can give to Perilous Parry. Dodger, do I want Dodger? Not yet, right? Augmented counter, of course, how could I forget you? Marking shots? Yeah, okay. And, well, might as well have Dodger. That's the only point we have left. Oh, we need one more fight to learn everything. So let's see if we can find another enemy to go wail on. I think there was one around here somewhere. Did I go in here? Oh yes, I did go in here. This was where a music record was. Okay, there we go. Here's our unlucky trio right here. Our experience points. Yeah, you need to be a lot closer than the actual effect of the beam from the tent, I guess. Let's carve a path. You overtly resist it. One more fight and we'll learn in medias res. That might be the clincher for whatever's happening there. I think there was an enemy around here as well, right? One of the larger ones. So I haven't quite learned how to parry properly. The guy with the anchor, I mean.
You're outmatched.
Let's spill some ink. Can I cut through place?
Okay, well, no, just killing them outright. And there we go, we got in medias res. Now, I just need to figure out how to allocate the Lumina in order to deal with whatever nonsense is happening there on the beach. Start off with Ciel. She actually should have the least amount of Lumina points. Because her level is the lowest. And we don't quite need these, so we're gonna swap them out for speed. Do I want speed or defense? Let's try with speed first, right? Use speed and 54 speed. Okay. Okay. And okay, in medias res is only 10. That is very nice. Cheater. That only gives her 15 points. We're gonna put some into Perilous Parry. if I can find it. Augmented encounter. I mean, we kind of need that one. Let's go look. Oh, it's okay. I'm searching for one of my equipped Pictos. No wonder. Well, that saves us 5 points. Our shared cares to show. Teamwork. Can't miss that. Augmented first strike, because I feel like getting rid of one enemy as quickly as possible might be the key to this fight. Rid of these burning shots. Augmented counter. In medias res, plus parrying. Teamwork. You have a lot of Lumina points I can actually sort of use. Like if you have 9 points at the start, we could probably go Steel Strike at the very beginning. But the problem is that you start off at C rank, which is not very ideal. There is one element which I haven't tested on them too. Well, not one element. Like we know that fire and ice doesn't work. That means that we have technically lightning. So lightning doesn't work as well because Lune had lightning on her weapon. That means that either earth or light is their weakness. Or it might be they just don't have any weaknesses whatsoever. Critical burn, burning shots, and maybe marking shots because that works well. Okay. Yeah, this might be the only setup we need for now. I might, if the speed thing doesn't work out, we might put in some defense stuff and hope the characters survive the hit. Like, Mile is definitely gonna survive, I hope, with 1,200 something defense now. Long way back to this bitch. Do I actually even need to kill these guys? It's just me being stubborn again, right? Do they give any sort of upgrades or anything whatsoever? Okay, starting off with first strike, and did I not put cheater on the other two? I felt like I did. And we only get 7 hits, unfortunately, so... And I forgot to change my weapon out. Well, let's just go Strike Storm for now.
Time to strike.
And no damage whatsoever when you're not a proper rank. Unfortunate. I might have been better off just using a tint on or something. I lost the parry there. That is unfortunate. We want those shields up as much as possible. I'm not even sure whether the shields actually work against the spear. Oh, they do work. Very nice. Dodging doesn't work, that's for sure. A decent damage when we're on the correct level. That's good to know. 2 shots, and then just attack. Yeah, killing these guys might be a bit out of our league though.
Your fate. You see,
Not enough stacks to maximize damage.
Well,
Mal was in Virtuoso. Let's just go Sword Bully and hope for the best.
Let's spill some ink.
no time to lose. Let's carve a path.
Okay. Short.
Just try it. Ready.
Ready to carry.
Get ready.
Okay, now someone might die. Gonna need a bit of luck here. Yeah, okay. Seal doesn't have any shields though, that is unfortunate. I am gonna rush everyone to increase the speed.
speed things up.
And Phantom Blade, don't really have any foretell stacks though. But we need to get into Twilight, so
Cut him down.
very ineffective way to do things. And of course my rank is being lowered. Even if we're being shielded, my rank is being lowered. This is going to be difficult to maintain S rank.
Prepare for oblivion.
What? Okay. Berserk is a status effect that increases the character's damage every turn. It can be accumulated up to 12 times, with each stack increasing damage by 5%. Completely new status effects are definitely being shown in this fight.
On me.
Oh, I missed the timing on the last hit.
This will hurt.
You know, I kind of wish that in addition to you know what, never mind. Forget the top.
Here we go. CL incoming.
Done.
Careful now. Let's try it.
Let's dance.
Let's try it.
Doom.
I don't have enough for spectral sweep.
Here's your card.
Ready?
Come on, CL, let's get rid of one of them.
Parry it.
Okay, that is a combo that I have not seen them do.
It's locked on you.
And thankfully, they're locked on Mael, so
Henry.
gonna revive Verso with this.
Let's finish this.
And hope, even though I'm sandless, we can get this guy. No. Oh, we did. Okay, we might actually be able to come out on top of this one. As weird as that might be.
Let's carve a path.
I'm starting to realize that maybe I should have actually put in solidifying strike there. So let's heal up Mael. She's our strongest defense, all things considered.
Ready? It's locked on you.
Do I have any skills that can actually break? No, not on these characters. Oh, even with the strongest defense, there's no point, because they can pretty much just kill us.
Well, thanks.
Just try it.
Okay, wow. That one is totally on me. The only attack I should be getting hit here should ideally be... How many white teams do I have? Only two. It should ideally be only the Dark Spears.
Not leaving you behind.
I am on D rank. That's gotta hurt.
Watch out.
Oh, Ciel's actually in Twilight. This is a bit unfortunate.
Here's your card.
I think I'll have Verso do the revive here. Last revive.
Time to end this.
Take your shot.
Let's spill some ink.
Bring it on.
Still delayed more, okay. I mean, we almost made it. Right, even with no way to counter that.
Let's start.
Okay, the spear. I lost my focus there. Even with no way to counter the spear, we almost made it. I might need to adjust it so that... Oh yeah, Luna's still here. Oh no, I did not spec Luna the same way, so we have to try again. It's a bit of a struggle, but we can defeat the enemies here. Just a lot of work. Also, let me change Verso's equipment to... Like, we know that fire, lightning, and ice does not work, so the only two elements that we have that we can test are earth and light. Like, does CL have a weapon? CL is physical. There's darkness too, I guess. But since they're using... Okay, wait, they're using dark chroma. Like, it's purple, so that means... Light might actually be their weakness, right? Like, Verlesso is considerably stronger than Demonum, but we're gonna try with this. And instead of Jarum, which puts us into Virtuoso and counter, we're gonna go with Medallum, because we can start off with in Virtuoso. Well, no. Even if we do start off in Virtuoso, I can't use combat stance. So maybe Jarum is still better. I mean, not combat stance, sword belay, because since it needs 9, unless I use a tint on her, which should work. Now, for you, I'm gonna once again give speed stuff. Like, it seems like speed is the way to go here, no matter what happens. Because when they cast that Berserk status, it seems like they're killing me with their increased damage. Now, what do I want as your... It has to be the same, right? In medias res, cheater. Teamwork. Teamwork actually won't work because Lune will be our last stand. So if you are our last stand, I'd rather have you with last stand critical and one more. There's something else that I actually need on you. What is it? Can't quite remember. Okay, augmented counter is a must. There is one pictil here that gives us... Oh, it's solidifying. I need 10 points for this. I need to get rid of something else. Actually, why not? Why don't I just get rid of this and just equip you with solidify? If I can find... Okay, never mind. Mile actually has it, so we can't use it that way, so... What? Perilous Fairy, maybe? That gives us enough to... Yeah, okay. 50% more damage too. And... let's open up so that we can get solidifying on Verso as well. Critical burn, energizing start doesn't really quite work as well as I hoped it would. Not yet. You're not starting off with energizing. You're not actually too useful in that sense. No need for first strike, right? Because we're already starting like early on compared to the other enemies. Maybe we'll have energizing strike 2, which gives us just +1. Okay, they all give +1, just at increasing costs. Maybe the 2, just for kicks. Augmented aim, sure, why not? Dodger, we're not using quite yet. You have solidifying. I think Mile is pretty much set up. The other thing I want to put on these characters is I need something that can actually break shields. Although I don't quite seem to have anything. Maybe Mayal has it? Defenseless auto when he's returns. Okay, you know, this might actually be useful. Instead of Fence's Flurry, guard down might be the way to go. I might actually build her as a bit of a tank here. And do you, CL, my dear, have anything which can break? Can break. Phantom Blade can break. Okay. Something to keep in mind. Medium single target dark damage. I feel like dark damage is not gonna work on these guys. All set. And what do you have as... Yeah, more or less the same things as everyone else. Augmented counter, first strike, in medias res. We need to find a way to give you... Oh, it's lower damage, but I feel like having solidifying is a bit more important. So yes, we're gonna try again. There is something wrong with whatever that dark spear thing is doing, and we don't really need to kill anything here. I just want to see if we can do it.
Yeah.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna drop an energy tint on Mayal.
Let's carve a path.
And now you're at 7. Unfortunately, we are on rank D. Nothing I can really use here. Some basic... Oh, it is their weakness. So light is their weakness. That is good to know. Mayal, you will be starting off directly in Sword Ballet. Which unfortunately didn't do too much damage because we didn't crit.
Here's your card.
Oh, my shot actually consumes my foretell. Oh, it doubles whatever I have, so it's interesting. Maybe it's something to do with the weapon. I didn't even realize that was what was happening.
Let's speed things up.
Ready to parry. Dodge.
Now, just having a weapon based on their weakness makes such a difference.
Let's carve a path. Watch out.
Okay, this is the attack that I can't do anything about. I can't dodge, I can't jump, I can't parry. I have no idea how to counter this one,
Today.
other than just using that Picto with the shields.
Your fate is sealed. Well, well.
We are in Twilight, but okay, I guess I can go Sealed Fate again.
Your fate.
Not too much crits though, unfortunately.
Their defenses are down. On me.
I'm still not quite understanding the timing for that last hit. I think I got lucky with that one. And that one, honestly. The first two hits seem to be based on when they do the little grunt, which makes it a bit easier to track, all things considered. Do I want to use a tint on myself? Does using a tint actually lower Verso's rank? No, it does not.
You're outmatched.
Which means we can actually use Strike Storm here again.
Yeah. Time to strike.
Which is weaker since we're not on. The right level.
Okay.
Try it.
Dodge.
Let's play.
You are on Twilight. We're gonna get... This is the last turn though. I want to break this guy just so that we can stun it for the next turn. But I have to use something. If I use Spectral, I'll have like only 2 points left. Not enough to... Yeah, not enough. So we're actually going to just go Focus Foretell into the other thing. Phantom Blade. To stun this thing. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, it can be stunned. The gauge is flickering.
Lady looks smart today.
What? No, so dark damage really does not work. Ah, that is unfortunate. I'm not going to be able to get 2 more points here, so Strike Storm again. Ideally I want Steel Strike since we are on. Do I risk it? Do I like use another tint on myself? It's a bit of a waste to just get 2 AP, but sure. Let's go with Steel Strike.
Prepare for oblivion.
And now they're kind of going berserk here. Which is what has been killing us one shot, more or less.
Turn up.
Yeah, I'm really not understanding how to deal with that. Not a clue.
Their defenses are down. Finesse and grace.
Well, plays immediately, but we can't use her strongest hit here. Instead, what I'm gonna use is Egg It and hope that Miles' shield will cover anyone else over here.
Watch out.
If it was the spear, I mean. I already missed the parry on the first one, no need to. Yes, we're so really coming in clutch over there. Let's mark this fellow.
Your fate is sealed.
Okay, one down, one down. That is very nice.
Look out. Look out.
Yeah, having her use that ability is actually a bit more useful than I thought. Oh, I should have used a tint there. I'm gonna attack, put her into offensive, and then go start bullying.
Blades sharp.
CL might actually die here. Don't really have anything to attack this guy with.
It's locked on you.
Let's have some fun. Prepare for oblivion. Let's carve a path.
Guard up. On me. Now dodge.
Wait, does this guy have any foretell stacks? He does not have any foretell stacks, and we're on our last turn. Unfortunate. If that's the case, what I'm gonna do is apply this to buff everyone up. And then just attack.
My turn.
Yeah, that's one turn wasted on him buffing himself up. Ooh, okay. That is unfortunate. Losing a shield there is very unfortunate. Still don't have enough points? Like, Verso is really my main damage dealer here, unfortunately. But they don't do as many multi-hit attacks, which is kind of forcing me to like really manage his AP.
Your fate is sealed.
Watch out.
Yeah, that attack I have no idea how to counter. He uses it after he goes berserk, and I have not learned the movements for it just yet.
Ready to strike.
We're not gonna strike anyone, we're gonna revive.
Let's go then. Get ready.
Oh, come on. We need to find a till for that one as well.
Well,
2 foretell stacks? Might as well try, I guess.
it's sealed.
Gonna revive Mael next turn.
The dance begins.
And we'll have Mael do the honors,
This will hurt.
even if she's stanceless. And in defensive, I just noticed.
My turn. Here we go. Ready to strike.
Oh, almost there, almost. Okay, we actually managed to do it. Wow, okay, they give a ton of EXP. Holy cow. And we got a new weapon, Corpiso. The boss, no, it's not even a boss actually, it's a normal enemy, and it gave me enough. It took me as much time as it took me Sprong to beat these guys. Wow. We got Grandiose Chroma Catalyst and a Recode as well, which is very nice. A fire weapon, it's very strong too, level 23. Unfortunately, there's a lot of these enemies here, so not sure if I want to deal with all of them. Because there's a mechanic here that I'm not understanding that's preventing me from fighting whatever lance they're throwing at me. Lune is our balanced character, so I'm gonna balance her out. Ciel is speed. She's speed incarnate. Let's make sure we have a healthy balance on the others as well. You two are speed, but you are already pretty balanced. My L is crit. And we can actually learn a few things. Maybe now I can actually pick up a skill that breaks these enemies. Okay, Phantom Stars break, but I need a few more points for that. Rank S on break. Okay, this... Do I want to use... Like, I need 2 more levels to get Phantom Stars, and it seems like really, really good. What do you mean, Bob the Builder? I just defeated the hands, if that's what you mean. Although they'll be up now because I just used the rest point over here. Now, this also costs like 7 points. Pretty high for a break ability. Well, let's keep that for now. Mael has 8 points. Momentum Strikes uses weapons element. Increased damage to marked targets. Now, I'm still not sure what to do with the U either. Like, either we move to the fire tree over here, or we wait till we unlock whatever these skills are. Lune has 7 points. Lune, I was moving you towards hell. Ciel, you need something other than dark damage, unfortunately. This seems like it might come in handy though. Double damage. Dark. Dark. She's such an interesting character, all things considered. You know what, I'm gonna keep the points for you two. Like I said, King, I actually defeated the 2 hands over there, but now that I rested their comeback, they gave me this as a weapon. And as you can see, my level has actually shot up to 40 from just fighting them. They were almost equal in EXP to the Sprong boss, and what we got from them was this, which, oh god, this is like fighting Golgra again. But we got this from Golgra, which compared to the power of the other weapons is just like night and day, right? Now, I can use Corpso as well. But Demonum is actually their weakness. I'm wondering if I should like fight everything else, because these are just normal enemies and I've actually run through the whole area. Except for the money over there, I can't quite be bothered fighting 3 of these guys with the build. So what we are going to do right now is actually proceed with the story and hope, against all hope, that whatever is happening allows us to deal with what these guys are doing. In the meantime, I'm gonna completely reset their builds because Cheater is nice to have, but we're not gonna use in medias res for now. Augmented counter, augmented aim. Burning Mock is very nice, but not needed. What I want, however, is teamwork. First strike. Perilous Parry, where is it? Oh, okay, you are equipped with Perilous Parry. Burning shots, critical burn. Nine more points. What do we want to put into? And this is okay for fighting enemies since it gives you AP, so we'll put that in. Might as well. And Dodger, just for the heck of it, right? Okay, same for Lune. Gonna remove everything. Start off with the basics. Why is it Perilous Parry? Rewarding mark, marking shots. Cheater. Augmented counter. Burning shots. Dodger and dead energy. I wish I could make a sort of build and just apply it to everyone at the same time. Would help with menuing a lot. Teamwork. Perilous. Augmented counter. Burning shots. Oh, not breaking shots, burning shots. Marking shots, rewarding mark. Dead energy. You have a. Oh, it's because you have the cheater one. That's why you have a lot more Lumina points, which I can invest in anything else. Not quite sure what else to give you, to be honest. Critical burn would be nice. Augmented strike, augmented aim, and then I'll probably just give you the energizing stuff, right? Same here. Although you have solidifying, which makes things completely different for you. Do I want to have... Actually, no. I kind of want to change your layout. You are... Like, in Midas Res is like really, really good, so I might keep it. But everything else we're going to put into critical rate, because Mael is more or less our critical person. So 26%. There, confident is the highest one less. Death bomb. Okay, sure, why not? Actually, at that store already has a high crit rate. Augmented counter. Where is cheater? Of course. Too good to let that one go. Dead energy. Perilous Parry. Where are our not critical moment, critical burn, burning shots, marking shots. I might as well have powerful revive, right? And dodger. Oh wait, no, we will remove that. Okay, never mind. I was gonna put energizing jump, but never mind. A bit of a different build for Mael over here. Fire Rage is 5 points, stun self if interrupted. This is more or less her Fire Dot. But yeah, we are gonna explore that place. It seems like a really good spot to level if you can defeat the enemies like we could. I'm sure I'm already overpowered enough, so we're gonna go do the story for a bit. I think we're going the right way, right? Look at that enemy just standing there menacingly. Yeah, this is the way, because the dragon's over there. And we get the coral reef. Did I land here? I mean, even if I do, there isn't much I can actually accomplish. Can't actually get on the stones. I need to go around. It's just letting me know that there's a burgeon there, which we'll need to hunt down later. Well, the game is just great at side content. Now let me shift over to Lune, because I actually don't like the sound of them just running. Take a look around, make sure we don't have anything hidden in the boxes. Or there's most likely a Lumina point.
An advantage.
An advantage indeed. I can't actually go through their invisible wall. Okay, finally we're continuing the story. We put off Act 2 for a very long time. Well, that was nice and menacing. It's great just flying away.
You'll get used to them. We're going to see a lot more.
If we hurry, we can cross before nightfall.
Wait. Could we bury Gustav?
No, Mile has good stuff on.
I wish we could, but protocol is to keep moving. Gustav would understand.
We can look for a suitable place along the way, yeah? We'll find a nice spot.
Actually, there is a place. Past the quarry out of sight of the Paintress. A tranquil haven. Protected by magnificent trees. I think you'll approve.
Lead the way.
I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, King, since I'm not fighting anything. It might be the YouTube delay that's showing you something. Oh. A fight right off the bat, huh?
Let me show you something.
Oh, Do I have auto death on Mael? Oh my god, don't tell me I do. Some enemies can cast gradient attacks. Gradient attacks are powerful, can only be defended with a gradient counter.
Brace yourselves.
Oh. Oh, so this is... So you're telling me the one attack that I spent the entire stream building up to and using shields to defend for myself, I could have been learning how to counter it just by proceeding the story here. Okay, now I feel like I can actually do it. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Anyway, yes, it seems like that attack that has been killing me the entire stream with the hands, you learn how to counter it over here.
Any other tricks we should know?
One thing at a time.
So let me heal Mael and actually remove auto death. You know what, Death Bomb, I guess, auto death has 26% crit rate though. That is such a good thing to have on something that kills a character. I wasn't even looking at the status effect when I equipped that. But yes, so that attack which has been killing us, you know, a friend of mine actually mentioned gradient attacks too, but I didn't quite connect the dots. Because that, like, a gradient is something that shifts from black to white, like the very basic gradient is, well, to explain, it's like shifting from one color to another. And that was just a black attack, and I was so confused as to what was happening. Right, let's make sure we look around. The game loves to hide stuff. The game also has a lot of invisible walls, which doesn't exactly help. Lots of bodies around here, which never bodes well for us. Usually that means there's some sort of boss or something that we kind of need to take care of. It's gonna beat us senseless for a bit. Straightforward path. No, see, either I am missing a lot of stuff, or it's just one very straight path to wherever we're going. That is burning. Let's avoid going the very obvious way we need to go. Although this kind of seems... Okay, maybe it is just a straight path. And there really aren't any secrets around here. Uh-huh. A checkpoint, huh? Well, Versa is actually teaching me a lot of stuff, so it might just be another tutorial here.
These are all expeditions?
A single Nevron took out most of them.
Is it still around?
I've only seen it once, many years ago, so most likely not.
Oh no. Most likely it is around that single Nevron is probably what we were seeing at the start, right? Interesting looking enemies. I have not fought these before.
I'm ready. Their defenses are down.
You look like you have a weakness. Do you? Oh my god, wow, okay. Why exactly? I have no idea why you did so much damage there. Rum Mason, longer shell. An appliance shell its duration is increased by 2. Okay, this is actually one of those things that's... I think because we're so overpowered here right now, I'm just gonna kill most of these enemies outright. In the meantime, let's actually give one of you that ability we just got so that we can learn it. If I can... Okay, here we go. Longer shell. Health and defense. For battles to learn it. Okay, now we are actually properly exploring here. That whole lead up to the gate was just one single path. And you are protecting something. Most likely... Okay, a yellow, so I'm not quite sure what that is.
Their defenses are down.
Yeah, Mael and Verso are just destroying these enemies. Like one shot, all it took. Yeah, definitely very overpowered, but this might just be money.
Interesting.
Yes, it was just money. I can drop down here, right? Seems like I can, but let's not do it until... Okay, wait, there's something over there. Might regret this. I mean, we can just get back up here, so maybe not. And is this a trap? It feels very much like a trap. Though this year, you're not moving.
Useful.
Energizing start 4. Okay, okay. Also gonna give this one to Seal. Betting that's gonna cost us 20 points. Alright, this is the way we came. Let's make sure we explore every path possible. There's an enemy over there. Can't quite climb over those though. These guys actually remind me of that one enemy very early on the game with the horn. Yeah, no, even a normal attack is killing them. We are way too overpowered at the moment. Which kind of makes me wonder how we're gonna fare against the boss at the end here. You seem to be collecting parts. Very interesting.
I'm ready.
Oh, I missed the shots. I might have actually been able to kill it.
Let's carve a path.
Also, I just realized Lune's in the party, not CL. The party allocation changed. I want to level up CL, not Lune. I might swap out Mael with Lune, though. Mainly because Mael is already 42. Or I might swap out Verso eventually. Okay, big guy with hammer, he sees me. Yeah, no. In some ways, because we can just kill them outright, it sort of takes out the fun of it, right? A little shortcut for us? Not quite sure if this is the way we need to be going. Might not be. Might need to double back and check.
Let's carve a path.
Okay. What are you guys defending over here?
Nice.
A recoat. No, I can't quite tell if that's the way we came, or that's another path entirely. A healing tin shard, okay, nice, nice. No, this is the path we came. Okay, so technically it is the path we came. It's all connected. I'm actually gonna suffer for a bit for this, right? Because honestly, because I'm not learning any of these guys' moveset. Oh, I picked up.
What have we here?
Recover 50% health on killing an enemy. 50% health on killing an enemy. Okay. Maybe we'll fare a bit longer since I've swapped out Verso, but Seal does equally crazy amounts of damage, so who knows. I'm gonna give Lune that new Picto. I think I've given that to my ult too. It's like 11% crit. No, wait, this is the way we went. Oh no, never mind. There were two paths and I took the other path.
Great.
So dark. Well, let's get our bearings a bit. That's the gate we came from. We sort of explored the right side a bit, which just leaves that gate over there and the path down there. Wow, okay. It's just crazy. Even with that, we're doing too much damage for it to actually stop us from doing anything.
Ice.
Yep. Like, everyone else is also equally overpowered at the moment. This place sort of seems like a dead end. This is where I picked up that Picto before, right? Assuming the door doesn't open over here. Kinda sleepy. No, I did not have wildfire. I forgot I swapped it out.
Ice.
Since we are a bit low on AP here, I'm gonna swap out Fire Rage for Wildfire. That actually sort of looks like a Gestrel. Or a very furry creature. More money.
What have we here?
Let's check if you can open the door. Nope. And then proceed down the other path, because everything else down here is more or less a dead end. Can I climb up here? I can. Interesting. What is hidden up here? Looks like a yellow. Oh, it's a rest point. Why is a rest point here in the middle of nowhere? Okay, it's not the middle of nowhere. Not gonna rest there just yet. because I want to check out what's down there. And climb up. There's a little bridge to the side that we did not check. There's a rest point here too. Oh yeah, Lune just leveled up, so it's... and Verso. Let's give you more speed. One of you. King, I gotta really wonder why... I'm kind of confused. I'm assuming you're watching the video a bit slower than everything else, because I'm not proccing anything right now. We're pretty much just one-shotting everything. Ah, okay, so there's a path to proceed here as well, and there's a path to proceed over there. Wherever that is. This way leads towards the monument, so I'm gonna assume that that's the way we actually need to go. And run back to the other flag. Because this seems like it might hold potential for a secret or something. But honestly, why is it so dark though? I might need to bump up the brightness of the game. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually do that. Let's slightly lower the contrast. Yeah, that might be too much, actually. I wish we could see the environment while we're adjusting those. I'm gonna just slightly drop it. Gamma, yep. If it's delayed, it's considerably delayed, because I wasn't progging anything for a very long time. I've been exploring this place for ages. And you can kind of tell if you're seeing your own messages on stream.
Here's your card.
Like, insofar as I can tell, like, you might actually be looking at Miles' Miles' screen if you're mentioning Core. Yeah, here are a lot of enemies around here. But as you can see, we've been pretty much one-shotting just about everything on this battlefield. For now.
Here's your card.
Your fate is sealed.
Sweet kill has been learned. Okay, that's where we came from. Yeah, this is actually behind the gate we saw. Maybe we can open it up from this side
An
to
advantage.
sort of create a shortcut. So getting just another picto right off the bat when we learned a new one. Sweet kill is good for speed and crit. I might actually give it to Xiao. This actually gives speed as well. You know what? Let me just give Sweet Death, Sweet Kill to her as well. And for you, defense, like my Luna is our person to survive, right? Yeah, I'm gonna remove Immediate Rest from Maya and give it to Lune. Okay, plenty of little treasures for us to find. Like, this is what I mean. The game has a way of really hiding stuff, and you three look a bit more menacing. Fighting over a Lumina point, though, or something. It might be an energy tint. Or another upgrade to our resources as well.
You're
Great.
Okay, now it was just a Lumina point. A bit of a weird thing for 3 Nevrons to be fighting over. Doesn't seem like there's anything else here, so this was indeed the optional path for us to follow. We might be able to open the door from here. Or not. Or there might be something around here we can interact with to open the door, though I didn't quite see it. I also get the distinct feeling that we should be able to climb up that little divot, this little balcony over here. Like, is there anything up there? Camera is not really helping here. Okay, guess not. So we don't really have any offensive skills on Mile, I just realized. So guard down, guard up. I'm gonna remove Egid from here for a bit. Breaking rules, except for sword bullying anyway. Yeah, piercing, fine, that works well. And fluorite. Okay, side contact done. There's one. Okay, we might actually be able to get to the balcony, but I haven't quite learned how to interact with that. We've seen those kind of rocks multiple times over the course of the game, but I haven't found a way to quite break them. Yeah, interact, I guess, make a checkpoint. And learn skills, of course. You still need 1 more point to learn stars, and you have only 2 points. Of course, this respawns all the enemies if we're gonna go this way. very somber feeling area. It also has a very subdued music, unlike all the other areas of the game. Which I suppose sort of makes sense considering all the dead bodies that are around, but we're kind of walking all over them. They are technically statues, but we are walking all over the dead.
Ready? Let's speed things up. Fill me in. Good. Feel better.
And I'm wondering why the Nebron was over there for some reason. There isn't any place we can go, right? Yeah, it's just one big field here. I hear an enemy, though. Oh, you are really impaled. Very uncomfortable looking. I sort of mentally feel it in my back. Oh, it's some... You... Okay, can I actually climb up there? No, I cannot. There is a way to get up. I am tracking you down. What is this weird black thing?
Well.
Two paths for us to go again, but as usual, the path to continue is usually, as usual and usually, down where the monolith is in 33. Oh, a Petanque. Sort of expected that. King, I hate to say this to you, but it's not me who's being slow, it's actually you who's getting things slowed down, unfortunately. Now let's clear the area so that we can fight the Petanque a lot easier. Again, I have no idea what you're saying to because your reactions are so slow. You're talking as if I almost died to something. But I haven't died to anything.
Fill me in.
Ice. Well, that will help.
Okay, this is where we want to drive the Petanque to. take a look around and see if there's anything else around here, though, before we deal with that. More chroma. This is putting us back at the start. Might be a bit of a shortcut we can activate. No. So I gotta somehow force the Petanque to come over here. It is actually possible to hit it, by the way. I've managed to accomplish that once, somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're more or less locked in here. Nowhere to run now.
Ready to evade.
Yeah, no. we are a little too... Doesn't even matter. I don't even know what to say since we're so overpowered here. But I do believe that is the end of this side area. Let's go deal with whatever that weird black mess was. Although, let me take one more look to ensure I didn't miss anything. There's a giant cannon here. And we can actually jump back down the field if we wanted to. Okay, you, what are you? You may leave. I have no interest in speaking with you. Oh, yeah, I had a feeling that might work. Interesting. So this is something more speculation on my end, but I've sort of been considering the fact that Bayao might have a connection to the Paintress. And considering that these things are actually recognizing her. Who are you? Help with what? I guess not. Pity. I'd hoped to return to more important matters, but instead I must occupy my time with this. What do you mean, what occupies your time? What important matters? Vengeance. Go and play with your friends, I'll handle this. Okay, she's no longer reacting. I might need to be on mile just to make sure nothing else is going weird.
Emily, Expedition Wolf 41. My bag's getting weighed down from all my kills. Maybe I need to pick smaller trophies. Estelle bagged 7 of those armoured nevs. So I've got to get at least 8 in this next batch if I'm going to beat her. Leah showed me how to double up my weapon pictos. Might not be stable, but the bang's going to be worth it. The paintbress might be out of our reach, but her minions aren't. And if I die, I'm gonna make sure I die big. Like Xavier says, subtlety is not our game. We only live till 40. So let's go make some friends.
I often noticed when whenever we find an expedition journal, it usually hints to what happened here. And it looks like they sort of exploded and killed whatever Neverons were surrounding them.
An advantage.
You're Here's your card.
Wait, why did that give me like maximum AP for some reason?
Ice.
Oh, there's a unique looking Nevron over here. I've been operating under the assumption that each of the areas that we go to have either a chromatic aberration or something of that sort, and or a mime around. We haven't found a mime yet, but we did find that weird looking fire thing over there. Which is probably an aberration.
Nice.
Healing tints also apply powerful. And it's usually worth like really exploring the place just for finding the Pictos and stuff like this, right? And you are actually waiting for me to pick that up, right? I am gonna intercept you first though. Yeah, you are a chromatic aberration.
Your shot?
Ow.
Ready.
Not what I was expecting, that's for sure.
Your fate. The seal.
No, this is not gonna be any trouble at all. Oh, never mind. Mael just died immediately.
Here. Ice. Shatter. It's not on you.
And she died again. Yeah, well, by not trouble, I mean, yeah, we're just gonna struggle through this. No need to even do anything too much. Energizing parry, 1 AP on successful parry. We already, oh, it just leveled it up, right? No, we have perilous parry. So this is something else, and we got a weapon for CL. Lustison.
Perfect.
Anything which gives us more AP on parry, I generally like, so I'm gonna give you... What's the difference between 1 AP on parry, but damage received is doubled? That's the difference here. Energizing parry is just more parry, more AP. I'm gonna give this to CL, right? Because I feel like I don't want to lose the crit rate on Mael right now. I can actually give her what she had earlier, which had 11% crit rate, which was what again? First strike? No. I swear there was another ability which gives us... Okay, a powerful revive. There we go. But, okay, never mind. Whatever was giving us a 1%, I completely forgot. Heal up the party. That's pretty much our side objectives done for this place. Great attributes, smile again. I'm wondering if I should learn Momentum Strike here. Generally speaking, I found that multi-hit abilities are a lot better. Let's just save up points. Rest, and I'm going to take a quick break here. I'll be right back. We are actually going on for a very long stream today. All right, back. Oh, hey, King. Yes. Good night. I will also call it in a bit since we made some decent progress in the story, more or less. At least we found out how to deal with those black and white attacks. I'm gonna play for just a bit more and see where we end up.
Looks like we passed the danger zone.
And no sign of your special Nevron.
Oh, I guess we're lucky.
I feel like the party is inviting disaster by mentioning this. Oh, okay. That was one of those treasure gates things. You know what? I completely forgot what it's called. So I have to shoot stuff. But this time it seems a lot of them are hidden behind crates. Oh, we found two. Now we need to find just one more. Okay, right there. Only the second time where I have been able to find the points so easily.
Great.
One Chromer Elixir. Always nice to have more healing on the field. Okay, this is the way we came. And this is where we're going. So a little divot here. Although nothing's quite hidden behind it. So whatever happened to this expedition, it looks like they got someone put a horn over the head.
57, Carla. These siege engines seemed much more powerful in Lumiere. But on this battlefield, next to all these broken bodies, staring at the true size of the monolith, I feel despair. I dare not show my true feelings. As commander, I cannot yield to fear, but I can't help but wonder, is pressing forward the correct course of action? Our lives are forfeit anyway, but is there perhaps a better way to spend such precious coin?
Well, there might be a better way, but this, however, I feel is not quite the dignified endeavor you were looking for. Oh, our Gestrel. Crossing the damn sea was hard, but oof, didn't expect to find a war zone brimming with Nevrons. Chromer Catalyst. Inverted Affinity. Apply inverted and self with 3 turns on battle start. 50% increased damage will increase inverted. What is inverted? Bad some healing seals cost 1 life CP. Buy these two. So I'm gonna buy everything here. Color of Lumina, polished. You can never have enough of these. Don't really need Chroma Catalyst, to be honest. And we can always fight the merchant. We do. Oh, let's go with Seal because she's the one that's the least level.
Well, well.
Well, well, indeed. I must admit, not the voice I was expecting from the Gestrel. I don't want to part with my Speaker's Tribe, but you do me good. Have a look-sees. Obscure. An outfit for Mael. Oh, that actually looks kind of cool. I'm gonna get that. Oh, you know what? Let's just buy it, because we can avoid coming to the merchant in the future. Good luck on your trip. Let's check out that new costume. Very dark. I can't even see it properly, to be honest. And very fancy. Well, let's just keep it on her. I think it looks kind of cool. Very superhero-ish, in a sense. Another checkpoint, huh? Never a good sign. Okay, never a good sign.
Hey. You holding up? We're almost there.
Holding up. Everywhere we go, just death. Death and more death. Everywhere we go, just death. I don't want to see that anymore.
Look, my
I
Elliot.
thought you would understand. You said you spent your immortality burying the people around you. Doesn't any of this bother you? And you. Gustav's dead. How can you keep going like nothing happened?
We need to continue.
Why do you...
Mael. You know what we must do. When one falls, come on.
Okay, here we go. Here is what I was expecting. The guy with the flaming sword. And I'm not sure if I should have changed the costume. The design is a little bit funky. It kind of takes away from the seriousness of the scene. Except when you're covered in blood, I guess.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
Oh, looks like this Nebron has actually been ambushing everyone on the bridge, dropping them down here to kill.
Ready?
You must be the special one. Dueliste. Oh, that was just an attack. Now, I'm doing quite a lot of damage, so I'm not sure we might die. I've already taken a considerable amount of damage right there.
En garde!
Ice.
Yep, no challenge whatsoever. Oh, holy, frame rate's going a bit insane here. Okay, 2 swords.
Parry it!
Oh, it's a jump. You took away all my shields. Well done. So very pontiff over here, right? I can't be the only one who's thinking this.
Cut through the flames!
Wow, okay, just take care of the fellow. Portia's here too. Base attack has 1 extra hit. Okay, that sounds quite nice. Dual Lisa, we actually got the cool sword too. I think I might have actually enjoyed the boss a bit more if we had needed to actually fight it. But that was pretty cool, all things considered.
Well, turns out this Neveron wasn't that strong, but you did well. You learn fast.
All this. This is what we're fighting for.
New weapon, Dual Liso. Very cool looking. Unfortunately, it's considerably weaker than what we have, but I will put that speed thing on CL. We're learning energizing parry, combo attack. It feels like a good Picto to learn. Just 2 attacks on your base. A bit more damage to hit on. Is there even a way out of here? Oh, I guess this is the rope. Okay, so that Dualisti has actually been dropping expeditioners down here to kill, and he's killed quite a considerable amount of people down here. Still was a long drop too. Illumina point. If you're wondering why Miles bobbing like this, it's because I'm actually shaking my knee. Here, we're back at the bridge we fell from, and We can, if we wanted to, just cross over that way. Well, let's just rest up. There's a balcony over there. Might be a little too high. Okay, no, we can actually climb up on it. Question is it hiding any goodies? I feel like it should, like, if we were able to come up here, or not. Well, at least we found this. More Lumina points. All things considered, I think I might have missed a pretty cool boss because we are so overpowered. And from what I've been seeing, if it's anything like the chromatic variations we've been seeing, they're gonna come back stronger. So it's kind of a shame that we didn't get to learn their patterns here either. I thought... So this area is continuing. I thought we were gonna be done with it.
What have we here?
Revive Tint also gives 3 AP. Okay. Seems like another useful one. Like so many useful Pictos. Oh, I haven't even used this one. This was what I wanted to put on Mael, actually. And the inverted definitive one. That was the 11%. You, I'm gonna put on Lune. Make sure we're learning as many passives as possible. This might actually be the grove that Verso mentioned, so probably another cutscene to parry Gustav before we escape from this level.
Is this the place?
Yeah. We can bury your friend under this tree, if that's okay with you.
Oh, I see. I think Lune also realizes something about what he said. It most likely all these people were like, these look like graves, right? So most likely Verso has been burying friends ever since he's been alive over here. Yeah, that's the sigil for Expedition Zero. These are all his friends, definitely.
Couldn't wait for me, could you? I wish we could.
Rest easy, Gustav.
I'll finish what you started. The Paintress, Renoir, they will pay.
No more dome. Just open skies.
I'll save them, Gustav. Emma, your apprentices, everyone.
You can leave it to us. You were always there for me.
I'll save them.
Say hi to Soph for me, yeah?
We could never tell if you were my brother or my father. But to me, you were both. brother and father I've ever had.
When one falls, we continue.
Thanks for being my family. See you in the next life.
Pretty powerful scene there, I guess. But we can't see the exact spot he was buried. I was wondering if there would be an additional interaction there, but that was not the case, so maybe it's behind the tree. Okay, no, it couldn't be, because the shot was in front, right? It looked like there was a pile of flowers, but that's not the case here. I guess that does it for this area. I'll probably stop the stream as soon as we get out of here and check out where we are on the map. Esque is actually waiting for us. Forgotten Battlefield.
For about 2 hours. Then there's a big lake. We shouldn't go there at all. We should make a right, and then it's gonna take a few hours, and then we make a stop. We get some rest and some food, and then from there, we head north to Monoko Station.
Why there?
To recruit my oldest friend. We'll need the extra firepower, because our next goal will be to take down the Paintress Heart.
Her heart?
Yes. You can't just stroll up to the Paintress. The chroma there is far too dense. It erases anyone who gets close. But if we destroy her heart, the barrier will fall.
Okay. So where is this heart? What does it look like?
What it looks like, that I don't know. But I do know that it's somewhere in the center of old Lumiere.
You found old Lumiere?
Yes.
So it's true. Before the fracture, our Lumiere was part of a larger city on the continent.
I've traveled with many expeditions. I was with the 58th when we found old Lumiere. But Renoir erased them before we could get further. And I don't know much more.
All right then. Let's go meet your friend at Monoko Station. And then, we'll take the Paintress's heart.
Okay, like I said before, just thinking about all the events that just happened, scenes like that actually kind of take my words away for a bit. But like I said before, and as you can tell, I'm sort of choking up as well. We are gonna rest up, take a look around the world map after we leave, and then call it a night. Let's talk to everyone.
Minoko lives so far from the other Jestrels.
Minoko's a searcher. They travel the land looking for Jestrels who went missing after the fracture.
The lost Jestrels.
Yeah. That and he, pissed off Golgra.
How come
Minoko
Okay,
was-
the lost
so that's why he was kicked out of the village.
Your oldest friend is a Jestral.
Yes. We've been friends for as long as I can remember.
Gustav would have loved that.
Why? Because he liked Jestrels.
Because he liked the idea of friendships that could last decades. We don't get to enjoy such long friendships in Lumiere.
Okay, sure. Why not? Lune intercepts Urso as he walks by the fire.
Why are you allying yourself with us?
Not a lot of options out here, in case you hadn't noticed.
What about the previous expeditioners? Did you help them too? Yet they still failed.
That's a terrible way to ask questions. Do you always interrogate people like this?
Given the circumstances, I think we can skip the pleasantries, no?
Alliances are usually give and take, as are conversations. Trust goes both ways, no?
Alright then. As a gesture of good faith, I'll show you how to use Lumina.
No need. I got it,
Well, aren't you a quick study?
but I appreciate the gesture. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Trust works both ways.
I feel like we already established, alright, as a gesture of good faith. I'm guessing this is very similar to the Persona system, right? So I need to make a correct choice here.
All right. As a gesture of good faith, I'll answer 3 questions. Choose wisely.
Choose
Only
wisely.
Someone's a bit greedy.
3 questions with 3 follow-ups.
You're really pushing this.
I think it's reasonable.
All right. Go for it.
Okay, it actually increased. I almost thought for a second we messed up because it says that pissed her off, but no. When the interrogation is over, they go back to the others.
How far up the mountain is Minoko Station? Will we see snow?
Not too high, but yeah. There's usually snow.
Fantastic.
Oh, right. There's no snow in Lumiere.
No, only in books and paintings. It's almost as mythical as Jestrels.
And just as fun. And sometimes just as deadly.
Oh. Really? My husband was obsessed with the idea of snow. I can't wait to see some.
That you will.
And I can spend multiple times with people, I guess. Okay. That works. Who seems open to talking?
You seem less stressed than the others.
Is that your conclusion? After your extensive observation of our team?
Yes.
There must be better uses of your time than analysing our stress levels.
Well, it's important to understand your teammates.
Says the mysterious stranger who has yet to share much about himself.
Then consider this my attempt to be less mysterious.
Oh, is that what this is?
I'll trade you a story for story. Quite fair. I have no idea how to react to this one. No, you're right. What was I thinking? It's better to stay mysterious. I feel like CL would enjoy the more jokey option, right? You know what? Let's go with I'll trade you a story for a story. Quite fair,
I'll
I
trade
think.
you. A story for a story. Quite fair, I think.
Well, there are stories, and then there are stories. You first, then.
Huh. The battle in danger. Maybe something unusual. That's strange. This seems like Strange Wonder and Mysteries would appeal. Actually, I have no idea. Because you seem to be intrigued by the idea of snow, so...
Something unusual then? Strange wonders and mysteries?
A bit impersonal, Not really how you get to know each other. No. Tell me something dark and melancholy and personal.
Ooh, going straight for the heavy stuff, huh?
If we're going to share, let's share.
Story for a story, right?
We'll see.
Not sure if I did that correctly.
That was sad.
Yeah.
You were sad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good observation, SQA.
You were thinking of Julie.
Julie?
And not just her, but... Yeah.
Want a hug?
Yeah. I do.
Well, yeah, you forget that we can actually spend time with SQA as well.
She reminds me of someone.
CL? Ah. I'm curious as to why CL actually popped up, because Mile was the one who was the most sad about things, right?
You mean CL?
No, Mile. Have I met her before?
Well, you also thought you knew CL.
Oh, but I do. Wait, don't I?
You're the one who says all humans seem the same to you. Sometimes I feel like you know everyone.
Sometimes I feel like you know everyone.
Oh, well. That's because you're all cousins.
Same, but different.
but different.
Right, so, maybe it's that.
Yes. Ah, just like Verso is Verso's cousin. Mile is Mile's cousin. Yes, that's it.
What are you talking about, Esquire?
You're so very wise.
Okay. You know, that almost makes sense to me.
You know, that almost makes sense to me.
It's okay if you don't understand, Verso. You're still wise to me.
Thank you, Esquire.
You're just a big ball of nonsense sometimes, aren't you?
That's why we're best friends.
Oh. Definitely one of the more fun characters in the party. They talk a bit more nonsense before going back to the others.
How come
Minoko's
a lost?
Yeah,
Okay, that'll
Your
be it.
oldest friend is a Gestrel.
yes.
Gustav would have loved.
Why?
Because we don't get to.
How far up the...
Not too high. Oh, right.
No.
And just as...
Oh, my husband.
Now let's take a look around camp before we rest for the night. Make sure we don't miss anything. Little fun distractions after a very heavy scene. And I feel like we've actually been going on, okay, for 3 hours almost. Not my intention, but we somehow managed to drag it on that long, interestingly enough. If you go down this way, we'll find the Gestrels. Get the Gestral outfit, hair, for everyone, more or less. Oh, okay. I guess Maya can still write in Gustav's journal. Since months, I'm writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory, to gather her courage and write about Gustav's sacrifice, how he laid the trail. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read his journal someday. This journal. Check up on the others? Okay, sure, why not? Mael quietly approaches Lude, wanting to apologize for her behavior on their way to bury Gustav.
Hey,
Hey,
I didn't mean.
it's fine.
I just.
I miss him too.
It's hard.
The pain we feel every time we lose someone. I've tried many ways of dealing with it. Running from it, sitting with it, compartmentalizing it. But what I needed was to use it. To use everything.
What do you mean?
I feel everything. And I let it burn inside me. When I'm tired, when I feel hopeless, when I want to just let it all go. I use the pain. I use the fear, the shame, the guilt, the anger. I use it all to keep going. To make sure I continue.
Lune.
I can almost feel them beside me. Everyone we've lost. Walking with me. Especially when I use Chroma. I feel their presence, their closeness. And they help me.
You feel Gustav?
Yeah. I do.
I'd like to feel him with me too.
You have an affinity for Chroma too. Try it.
How do you always know what to do?
I don't. Want to know a secret? I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't think anyone else does either.
Really?
Don't tell anyone else I said that.
Another very good scene. Okay, and so you can still check up on the others.
What are you working on?
Contingency plans. If we fail, Expedition 32 will need every bit of information we have.
Okay, she'll see it writing a journal.
Right, but how are you going to get it to them?
I asked the Gestrals for help.
Smart.
What are the stars whispering to you?
Actually, I'm the one whispering to them.
Oh?
It's something my dad and I used to do. When I was scared, or anxious, or even when I was happy, he'd say, share it with the stars. When it's hard to talk about things, the stars will understand.
I like that.
talked to the stars a lot after he was gone.
I remember the night we first met at the Crooked Tower.
Right. After the Gommage.
I was surprised to find you there. I thought I was the only one who knew about that room.
I had to get away from the harbour. And those damn petals everywhere. So I climbed up.
It wasn't logical. But part of me really believed my parents and their expedition had succeeded. That they'd stopped her. Then the Paintress woke. And I knew they weren't coming home.
You know, it meant a lot to me. The comfort we shared that day. But you avoided me after. Why?
It wasn't personal. I cut a lot of people out of my life.
Okay, not personal.
That day, I knew my parents had failed. They were counting on me to finish their work. I couldn't afford distractions.
Friends are not distractions.
I know that now.
Wow. We're in the middle of nowhere with 1 year left to live. What better time to build friendships?
I could use some wine, though.
Making friends is thirsty work.
Okay, the camp scenes are very heart to heart. Pretty good. In general, the setup for the characters and their interactions have been like awesome in this game, so I'm not really surprised. But that, it seems, is like more or less everything for the camp for now. We're gonna check out the map and then we're gonna call it. Okay, more cutscenes.
Thanks. It really was a beautiful place.
Glad you liked it. I've buried friends there too. You were right about condolences. We offered them because we don't know what else to say, but there's no comfort there.
No.
All we can do is carry them with us.
I guess. Sorry. It's just wet.
Drowning in our own sadness. Hey, why did you join the expedition? I mean, with the Gommage, I understand the rest of the team's decision, but you're half their age.
Out here seemed better than in there at the time.
It's natural. Wanting to escape a life you don't want.
Escape. Yeah. That's what I wanted. But Gustav and the others, They really want to change things.
Well, changing your life also counts. Can't always shoulder the world's problems, you know? That'll drain you fast.
Gustav would probably say, if more of us cared, then it would lighten the load for everyone.
He sounds like a good guy.
Wait. I kept Gustav's, so you can have mine. You'll need one if you want to be an official member of our merry crew.
I gotta say, I didn't take you for an official kind of person.
Welcome to the disaster expedition.
Thank you.
Oh, even Maya has a relationship with her, okay. I guess that's why we could interact with her more. The cutscene was supposed to happen after we called it a night. And finally we are on the map. So yes, that is where I'm gonna take just a look at the map. Way to go to Monoko Station. Monoko, I believe, is a character we can unlock because I've seen the trailer of him. Bunch of other places we found too, but I haven't been able to visit. Anyhow, yes, that's it for the stream. If anyone's still watching, good night and take care. Bye.